Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to a new video. Today we are doing the week 1 NFL predictions. We're back at these videos, guys, and the NFL season starts likely today whenever you're seeing this. And yes, we're back at it, guys. The NFL week 1 predictions are here for week 1 of the NFL. And oh boy, we have a lot of games to get into, man. So, without further ado, let's just get straight into predicting all of these NFL games, guys. Starting off, we have the Cowboys going to Philadelphia Thursday Night Football. Oh boy, Cowboys obviously, losing losing Micah Parsons. Yeah, they do have George Pickens. It's going to be interesting to see how they come out here week 1. I don't know. The Cowboys, at this point, it would be lucky if they beat the Eagles. It would just be luck. But for the Eagles, man, the Eagles, they're going to be ready to swing at the Cowboys. And this is at home. This is in Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Saquon Barkley, you keep naming them. I do got the Eagles winning this game, guys. They're going to come out on top on Thursday Night Football. I have the Eagles finishing with a W, coming out 34-13 as the score prediction there because, yeah, the Cowboys are the Cowboys. The next game you do have is the Chiefs and Chargers. The Chiefs, no Rashee Rice, though. He's suspended for, I think it was the first 4 weeks of the NFL, so that's no help for the Chiefs. But they're playing the Chargers in Sao Paulo, Brazil, guys. And, yeah, the Chargers, another fun game. This is honestly a really fun game because this is supposed to be in Los Angeles, but it's in Brazil, and we get another Brazil game here on I don't remember. It's supposed to be I guess you would say Friday Night Football. So, well, there you go. But for this game, I do have the Chiefs coming out with a win here, 24-17. I think the Chiefs are going to be a lot more balanced, and I think they're obviously probably going to come out with a week 1 win. The Chargers, however, though, I'm still not sure about their offense this year, so yeah, so I just don't know, but I think the Chargers will give the Chiefs a fight for their money. So I got the Chiefs winning, though, in Brazil. And the next game you got is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers heading to the Atlanta Falcons. The Buccaneers, I'm going to love to see how this Buccaneers team shapes out because I think this offense is probably top 5 in the league. To me, the Buccaneers offense is probably top 5 in the league. And the Falcons, on the other hand, they have a good defense, and they do have also a good offense. And this is in Atlanta. This is a NFC. This is a battle in the NFC. This is a really. Honestly, the Falcons and Buccaneers are really similar in ways, and this is honestly a really tough game to predict. However, I think I'm gonna take the Buccaneers just to get the edge over the Falcons. I know it is in Atlanta and stuff, but I do think it's gonna be Tampa Bay ball here. So I am going to take Tampa to win 27-23 against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers are going to show a little bit more. I think they're going to get it done. I think the Buccaneers get the edge here, but these are two balanced teams, so it could go either way. I could see also the Falcons winning week 1, so not too sure, but I got Tampa on that one. Next, you got the Dolphins at the Colts. Well, Daniel Jones is going to be the starter for the Colts, so this is going to be a very, 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 very interesting Colts team to see coming out week 1. The Colts, the Colts season's already doomed. They got Daniel. God, sorry guys, I'm a little bit sloppy tonight, but they do got Daniel Jones at QB here, and yeah, somehow Anthony Richardson managed to lose his quarterback 1 job for now, so Yikes. I do think he'll play later in the season, though, to see what he has left in him. But the Colts, the Dolphins, I do have the Dolphins getting the win here. The Dolphins might not be much this year, but I do got them getting the win over Indy at least, because Indy's just really not that good, even with, well, especially with Daniel Jones. So I got the Dolphins getting the win, 31-14 against the Indianapolis Colts. Next game, you do have the Bengals at the Browns. The Bengals. The big question is about that defense, and I already know. The biggest question for the Bengals is the defense. Offensively, they're going to rock. So, offensively, no problems. Defensively, many problems. And that offensive line is, offensive line didn't look too good in preseason either, so yikes. But I do think the offense got a lot better, so I don't know. And the Browns, they're going to be starting Joe Flacco. He looked rusty in preseason, so not too worried about this game. I do have the Bengals destroying the Browns in this game because, well, the Browns don't even have an offense either, so yeah. Nor do they have a run game. So, yeah, I got the Bengals getting the win pretty easily here. I got them getting it 38-10, beating and destroying the Cleveland Browns. The Browns no longer own us, so there's that. Next, you do have the Raiders at the Patriots. The Raiders, new quarterback in Geno Smith, man. Geno Smith is the quarterback for the Vegas Raiders. Taking on the New England Patriots in New England. Drake May going into his second year. He also got an addition of Stephon Diggs and Travion Henderson. So, the Patriots have gotten better. Geno Smith, though, I do think is a small upgrade from what the Raiders have had. But I will say, the Patriots, they're due for some wins here. The Raiders, however, I could see the Raiders coming on top of this one too, but I do have this one as a close game. I do have the Raiders winning 20-16 here against the I got the Patriots winning against the Raiders 20-16. Whoops. I flipped around the winner. So, my bad on that one, but the Patriots got them winning 20-16 in a pretty close game with the Raiders. Next game, you got the Cardinals at the nobodies, pretty much the Saints. Like I said, the Saints, they're going to be the worst team in the league this year. So there's that. They just have nothing going for them. They really just don't. They have no defense. They probably are not going to have an offense this year. And yeah, everything with the Saints is just, it's pretty bad this season. It's going to be pretty bad. So, Saints fans, I'm sorry. Cardinals, though, on the other hand, they have Marvin Harrison Jr. going in his second year. They still got Trey McBride. Kyler Murray still starting. And they do have James Conner, which has been solid over the years. So, I am going to take the Cardinals over here to get the win pretty easily. I got the Cardinals winning 30-12, kind of an odd score. Maybe the Saints, they get, some field goals, and then they score a late touchdown, missed a 2-point conversion or something like that. Just a prediction, but, yeah, I got the Cardinals winning 30-12. Next game, you do have the Pittsburgh Steelers at the New York Jets. This should be an interesting, fun game here. The Pittsburgh Steelers, obviously, not really much offense. They do have Aaron Rodgers. They don't really have much of a run game anymore, so they got rid of Najee. So, the offense of the Steelers is the biggest question, as it has been for the past 4 years. So there's that. And then you get the Jets. You got Justin Fields over there in New York instead of Aaron Rodgers, as they are facing off against each other. And the Jets just don't know. Just don't even know about the Jets at this point. So, however, this is a really hard prediction because either one of these teams, the Steelers and the Jets, both have good defenses. Just their offenses are pretty So I am gonna probably I'm gonna give the edge to the Pittsburgh Steelers on this one though. I got them winning 19-16. Maybe the Steelers get something going. Maybe they'll get maybe a field goal game. I would expect a field goal game in this one. So I got the Steelers winning 19-16. And the next game, you got the Giants at the Commanders. The Giants, Jackson Dart. I don't think. No, Russell Wilson, I believe, is starting in this one. So we're gonna see Russell Wilson and the New York Giants, with Malik Neighbors, and just the rest of the team they have. So, yeah, the Giants, not really expecting them to have a big season, but I do expect them to have a step up. I like their defense a lot, too. And the Commanders, on the other hand, they got Terry back. This team's ready to come out rolling again. They got Deebo Samuel. He's going to be ready to go week 1. They did get rid of Brian Robinson Jr. My bad, I almost said Thomas, but the Commanders, they got rid of Brian Robinson Jr., so that other guy, I forgot his name. The other running back is going to be the starter, likely the starter for now. Yeah, I cannot speak. But yeah, I do have the Commanders. Also, I do have the Commanders. Coming out with a win here against the Giants. I got them winning 28-18, maybe odd score again, but I do get the Commanders just coming out with a win against the Giants. Maybe the Giants do show some offensive life, but I don't think it's gonna be enough for Jaden Daniels and the Commanders. I think they're gonna want to come out swinging. But yeah, next game you get the Panthers and the Jaguars. The Panthers, Bryce Young, about hit. I think this is like third year. Shown massive improvement last year, in the end of the last of his few games. So that's a good thing. We're going against the Jaguars, which have Travis Hunter now, and they recently got Tim Patrick. So the Jaguars, they improved their offense. Just going to have to see this team fully healthy. You cannot see Trevor Lawrence getting hurt again, or there's going to be some more question marks. There's going to be some more things being changed in Jacksonville. But other than that, I do think the Jaguars will probably and likely will come out with a win here against the Panthers. I got them winning 26-13. I do think the Panthers are going to be a lot more improved than what people give them credit for. But I do have Jacksonville coming out with a week 1 win against the Carolina Panthers. And the next game, you got the Titans at Broncos. The Titans, they do have Cam Ward, but this is first year, and other than Calvin Ridley, they have zero offense. Well, Tony Pollard's solid, but yeah, they have no offense. So, yeah, it's going to be rough for the Titans. Meanwhile, the Broncos, they improved their defense, offensive line, and Bo Nix is going in his second season as he took the Broncos to the playoffs last year. And yeah, this is in Denver. Denver's pretty much set up to win here. I'd be shocked that they lost. And this is also at 4 o'clock games now, so yeah. The Broncos, though, I do have them coming out with a win, 31-6. Titans, just not enough offense. I don't think the Titans physically, mentally have the offense to do really much this year, so it's just going to be let's see what Cam Ward could do. Let's see how many plays he can make for us. But, unfortunately, got the Broncos destroying the Titans in week 1. And next game, you got 49ers at Seahawks. The 49ers, like I said, lost a lot of defensive players, had a lot of injuries on the offense. This is a very wish-washy team this year. Anything can go wrong, anything can go right for the Niners. Not many expectations for this season, just because of all the injuries and all the people they lost. So, but they're heading to Seattle, which has Sam Darnold, which he had an excellent season with the Vikings last year, but they picked him up from Minnesota. And Sam Darnold, this is just the season to see if he's good or not. Personally, I really don't know. This is a tough prediction, but I actually was going to take the Niners initially, but I actually am going to take the Seahawks. Just because it's at home, I think the Seahawks are going to be a lot more hyped. I think they're going to get a week 1 win at least. Because down the stretch, I don't see the Seahawks having many other wins. But I will have the Seahawks winning this game 21-20, a 1-point game. And yeah, I just had the Seahawks winning here in a 1-point game. So yeah, 49ers, I'm sorry, but I have Seattle upsetting the Niners as my first upset of the week. And yeah, next game, you got the Lions at Packers. The Lions, well, y'all know what happened last year. They have Aiden Hutchinson back, though, so he's going to be ready to roll for them Detroit Lions this year after missing more than half the season last year. And yeah, Aiden Hutchinson, he's going to be ready to come at the Packers. But the Packers, they also have Micah Parsons ready to come at the Lions. And I think Micah Parsons is playing this week. I'm not too sure. I want to guess yeah, but who knows. But yeah, I got the Micah Parsons. My bad. I got the Lions winning this game. Very, very, very close. Very, very high scoring. I have the Lions winning 35-27. I think this is going to be an electric and fun game, but I do have the Lions showing more offensive life and knocking off the Packers just in week 1. But don't worry, those two will meet again in Detroit. But in Green Bay, I do have the Lions taking that one. So, yeah. Next game, you got the Texans at Rams. Another very good game. This is an interesting game because you got the Texans, which have Jaden Higgins, which should be a great wide receiver also, by the way. They also had additions of Christian Kirk. Lost Stephon Diggs, but they got Christian Kirk and Jaden Higgins, so not too much of a loss for me to see. But the Texans, I think they're ready to have a nice, good... I think they're trying to make a little small run still. Just got to see them get over the hump. So, yeah. But that's pretty much it with that, where that stands now. So the Texans, back-to-back divisional round appearances, back-to-back divisional round losses, going against the Rams, which the Rams, on the other hand, they got Davante Adams. This Rams team is ready to make a deep playoff run like they have been for the past couple years, ever since 2020. And yeah, the Rams, I do have the Rams winning this game. Just too much offense for me to say the Texans win. I just have a slight feeling that the Rams win this tough game. I mean, honestly, the Texans or Rams could win this game, but I do have the Rams having the edge, getting the win 24-20. Kind of a low scoring game, but also not. But I do have the Rams offense and Matthew Stafford getting it done against the Texans. And the next game, you got Ravens at Bills. The Ravens, man. They got DeAndre Hopkins. They improved their defense. And yeah, Lamar Jackson. I did hear that Lamar Jackson was dealing with a little bit of a small tissue injury in the preseason, which is But yeah, I think he's going to be ready to go against the Bills. So, meanwhile, the Bills, well, they're the Bills. They got Josh Allen and James Cook, and they got a whole bunch of other weapons for him. So, yeah, they got Superman himself on the Buffalo Bills. However, the Ravens and Bills, they had a match back in the divisional round last year. The Bills took it. But I have the Bills getting back and still winning against the Ravens at home once again. I got them winning 31-17. Yeah, I have the Bills beating the Ravens because I just have a slight feeling the Bills are gonna beat the Ravens, and yeah, it honestly can go either way. Though I could see the Ravens getting their revenge against the Buffalo Bills, but this is in Highmark Stadium, so who knows what happens there. But I do have the Bills getting the W, like I said, 31-17. And the last, also, by the way, the Bills-Ravens, that was Sunday Night Football, so yeah. But anyways, for Monday Night Football, we got the Vikings and Bears. J.J. McCarthy, Caleb Williams. What a match this is on Monday night. This should be a fun game, though, because the Bears and Vikings defense, I like both their defenses. Their offenses are just a question. The bigger question for the Vikings is, how's J.J. McCarthy going to look? And like I said about Caleb Williams, is his offensive line and him himself. So, how are the Vikings going to do and how are the Bears going to do? Well, it's in Chicago, and yeah. This is a really tough prediction here because this could go either way. This is literally a coin flip of a game. No matter where they were or where they are, this is a coin flip to me, but I do have the Chicago Bears slipping out the edge against the Vikings. So I got the Bears winning 23-19 against the Vikings. That was a tough prediction, but yeah. That's pretty much it for my week 1 NFL predictions, guys. Hope you guys like this video. Make sure y'all like it, subscribe, hit that bell for all notifications so that you miss a single one of my videos. And I'm sorry, guys, if I sounded a little bit sloppy, missing my words and crap. But I'm really tired. It's 5 in the morning. Because what happened was I forgot that the Eagles and Cowboys played on the 3rd. And I thought the first game was the Chargers and Chiefs. So I kind of forgot to get this video out. So I did this a lot more later than I should have. Right now, it's currently actually, it just turned 6 a.m. where I am at in Ohio. And the game kicks off in like 8 p.m. or, yeah. Whatever time the Eagles games, yeah, the 8:20 p.m. tonight, which it is just turning the sunrise of the day. So that's when you guys are seeing this video. But hope you guys did enjoyed it. Make sure you guys let me know in the comments below what you guys think about these predictions. Who do you got winning in week 1, and who do you got losing in week 1? Let me know if this is a valid list, and we will see y'all in the next video. Peace out.